What is up, everyone? If you haven't noticed by the look of the outside, it's early morning for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with it. I was in a wreck. I'm not proud of it. I'm not happy about it. I'm actually really hurt about it. Not physically hurt, but I'm really hurt because I spent 4 years driving safely. 4 years driving safely with that vehicle. 4 years. I made it very clear in my mind that I was never going to get into another wreck ever again. I really need to stop making declarations like that, because every single time I say never, something goes wrong and something happens. I think the painful part about it was that, like, it didn't happen, like, literally the wreck happened like maybe the first corner from where I was, from here. So, because I'm driving, there's a stop sign there. I stop and I keep going. All I hear is beep. My car goes into a bush. Total loss. I filed a claim as soon as it happened. I have footage for how my car looked. The other car, probably, I don't know what it got. I don't know if it got anything, but it just, I don't know if they can still drive it or not. But my car, totaled. I think the thing that really kind of messed me up about this the most was the fact that, like, this happened from like a 4-day vacation that I requested at my job. Like, I requested a vacation. A friend of mine was having a birthday, so I helped them. I sort of just was with them to celebrate their birthday and everything like that. We're hanging out, try to get ready just to go on to Del Taco, and I get into my second ever car accident. And now it was like, now it's starting to settle in that I might have to start all over again when it comes to getting a vehicle. So now I have to work. I have to work like a little bit more, because now I have, I got the cell phone. I'm gonna have rent, car insurance, and now another car note. Because I could totally afford to have another expense right now. Just working at Krispy Kreme, where I still had this to answer for. It, ironically enough, a little history here. So a few years ago, like a while ago, there was a anime convention in Louisiana called MechaCon, and at MechaCon, there was, at this specific MechaCon, they had the Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that were there. So, you had Steve Cardenas, you had Walter Emmanuel Jones, Karen Ashley, I think at the time, Jason David Frank was also there, David Yost, some of the originals. And so I went there, Unfortunately, I went there, on a day that I called in sick from work just to go there. And on the way back, I got into an accident. Somebody was trying to make a left turn on the spillway, block the whole road. I was trying to skid on my brakes, and I end up underneath the bumper. The car was the car was this length from my face before scraping off. Almost died. And it's like, wow, I'm being punished for taking a vacation. I'm being punished for doing something that I want to do. I'm being punished for it. It feels like there's some kind of divine it feels like there's some kind of like divine punishment against me, just basically saying all you're supposed to do is work until you die. Anything else, mm-mm. Work, suffer, toil, go to school. Like no better reminder of that than the fact that I'm actually late for work because I gotta get the rental and I have to go to the hospital. Why didn't you go during the day of the accident? How was I supposed to get there? There was no ambulance on the scene. Everybody said they were okay physically. There's no ambulance to take us to the hospital. It literally happened 2 days ago. I and I have to go back to work. I gotta go to work. I gotta do the homework assignments. I gotta do all of these things. It really started to take it's really starting to put everything in perspective for me that like life has no pause button. There is no moment where I can just sort of sit back and understand what happened. It's just, well, got into a wreck, better go ahead and get ready for work in the morning. Lost my vehicle. I'm not necessarily blaming my job, you know. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with my job. It just is just a bit of a stressful idea that like, you know, like in this country in general, you can just sort of undergo something ridiculously traumatic and you just have to and just go back to what you were doing for $200 a week, no less. It hurts because it's like I know I stopped at that light. And now me personally, I can handle the fact that it would be me being in this accident. I can handle that. There's no problem. But I had someone else with me. Someone else who genuinely cares about my well-being. You know, somebody who like thinks that I actually am more than this failure that I think that I am. And I almost got her killed. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Like, she's saying that I don't, you know, but it's like when I got hit in the passenger side. She was sitting there. I made the mistake of driving that day. That was what I did wrong. I drove. Anybody who knows me personally knows that I hate driving. I hate driving cars. I hate driving cars. I actually hate being outside because there's nothing out there but pain and death. But I do it because I have to. This was about 9 minutes worth of nothing. And I'm still gonna upload it. Alright guys. Love, peace, be safe out there. Because I mean I guess I shouldn't have to say be safe out there anymore because nobody else is.